We back. You know, talking that early morning, you know, boxing grind talk, man. This is your boy CJ Goodfella back with Boxing Clinic, excuse me. You know, third video, you know, this morning, going for one more. And I think the last video I drop next will, you know, intrigue a lot of people and, you know, keep people talking. But this is pretty intriguing video as well. Anthony Joshua bags Canelo Alvarez as the best fighter in the world. You know, I'm going to leave the article link in the description that you know that it's trill. And, you know, he says basically what, you know, a lot of people, well, some people have been saying, let me not say a lot, that Canelo has improved since Mayweather, good head movement, and said that basically that he liked what Canelo did versus Gennady Golovkin, held his own, you know, and he made him look foolish and stupid. You know, a lot of people just, like I said, like to score fights for a guy that come forward, and it has been some knee-jerk reaction to that with the judging now. That since everybody wanted to complain and cry about the fight being a draw and or somebody scoring it for Canelo Alvarez because he was moving back and not being aggressive, you know, Holyfield said, oh, you know, he was running the whole fight, he couldn't have won. You know, you get that from guys who don't have the ability to move their feet, and we didn't think Canelo had the ability to move his feet. And, you know, Joshua says that, you know, some guys get complacent and had a rah-rah guys in their team and they never get better. He says every time Canelo Alvarez come out of training camp, he gets better. And I got to say, I got to second that. I got to agree with Anthony Joshua here that that's real trill right there. If you know what trill is, it's the mixture of truth and real. And that's trill because nobody thought that Canelo Alvarez had the feet to improvise and box and move on Gennady Golovkin, who's one of the best guys in the world right now. With Earl Spence, I think they 1-2 at cutting the ring off. And his counter-punching ability, you know, has improved, kept, you know, Golovkin at bay. And, you know, Joshua sees the improvement. And when you a hater and you can't like anybody and you just can't, you know, call it straight down the middle and you can't be objective, you can't see things like that, you know. When you only see one thing from one side of the pendulum or one side of the glass, you're not looking at all four, you know, views, and then you won't understand what he's talking about. And he's saying he's continually improving throughout training camp. And when you in your early 20s to your mid 20s to your early 30s, that's what you're supposed to do. You know, you're supposed to keep improving. When you about to peak out, you're supposed to keep improving. And when you get older on the other side of the peak, your mental is supposed to improve, and your mind, your IQ is supposed to carry you more than your physical skills, and that's damn near in every sport. Baseball, basketball, hockey, boxing, MMA. Your mind becomes more of an asset when you get older over the hill. And Canelo looking like one of those guys that might be the older fighter that might be, you know, smart like Bernard Hopkins to be able to, you know, not have to rely on his physical ability as much when his speed or his agility drops off. I think he's still going to be something good because he's adding to his repertoire, and he got better after the Floyd fight. And I like what he did versus Golovkin. I thought he won by 2 points. Like I told you guys, it's subjective. I could have seen somebody having it for Golovkin. It was a lot of swing rounds. But, you know, a lot of people can't appreciate the boxing movement, the movement of a guy because they can't box and move, or they just like one style of fighting. And if everybody came forward and banged it out like rock'em sock'em robots, I don't think this would be called boxing. It'd just be savagery. And I like what Canelo's doing, adding on to his game, you know. And I like the discipline where he didn't have to mix it up with Golovkin. Next time I look for him to be more aggressive and to snatch the win from Golovkin this time even more. And I look for him to have more confidence. And I think Anthony Joshua sees that as well with Canelo Alvarez. I think he sees the confidence. I think he sees the growth. And if you're blind and you can't be objective and you can't, you know, just give Canelo his props, wait till the rematch. I think we're going to see the best Canelo Alvarez that you possibly can see. And hopefully the naysayers don't take away from this performance like the last one. But Anthony Joshua, keep it real. We out.